Thank you all very, very much. I'm just so appreciative of this amazing award. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. And I'm so honored and so humbled to be this Woman of the Year recipient this year. But I gotta tell you though, I thought most Women of the Year, had to be like a lot older. I mean, no offense to Judge Stiff, but I like to think I'm much too young to receive this award. Well, although this beautiful award has only my name on it, it actually should bear the names of all the people who've helped make a difference in my life and my career, who supported me both personally and professionally. For none of us got where we are today alone. Perhaps you've heard the story about the little girl who saw a turtle sitting on top of a fence post, and she asked her mother how the turtle got there. And her mother quickly responded, well, we know one thing for sure, it didn't get there by itself. And likewise, many, many people in this room have influenced my life, and I want to mention a few of them now. First, there's my family, who are with me no matter what, who support me and put up with me, and even despite my increasingly busy schedule, and who love me enough, and especially to be here tonight, instead of spending time with our incredible granddaughter Avery, or watching Sports Center, since Cardinal baseball was already over for the day. Here tonight is my husband Jim, and our girls Laura Lasher, and Heather and Alan Todd, who are the parents of Avery. So proud of all of you, not only for your professional accomplishments, but for your best titles of aunt, mother, and father. And I love you all, and thank you all for being here. This award is for you too. I'm lucky though that my family extends far beyond relatives. And one of the most important is Bob Clayton, who hired me to practice law in his firm in Northeast Missouri at a time when there were very few women practicing law there. And I'm sure he took a lot of ribbing. He took a chance on hiring a girl. But I could not have ever asked for a better mentor, friend, and teacher. When I joined the firm, Bob was in line to become president of the Missouri Bar. So he took me to a lot of bar activities and encouraged me to get involved in the Young Lawyers section, where I met people like Zell Fisher, who's now my colleague on the Supreme Court, Lynn Ann Vogel, who would later become president of the Missouri Bar, and Karen King Mitchell and Angela Quiglis, who are both now judges on the Missouri Courts of Appeal, just to name a few. Thanks to Bob taking me under his wing, I learned the importance of being involved in civic and bar activities, both at the local and state level. And I made terrific friends from all around the state and the legal community. The whole time that I worked together with Bob, we really never had any disagreements. But we did have to share the one and only bathroom in the firm. I could never get him to put the toilet in the bin. Unfortunately, Bob was ill today and not able to join us, and so I'm sorry about that. But Bob, this award has your name on it too. Because so much of my life is spent now with my judicial colleagues, I've always considered them to be family too. In my early days on the Court of Appeals in St. Louis, Judge Kathy Ann Crane, Judge Bob Dowd, Judge Sherry Sullivan, and Judge Mary Kay Hoff showed me the ropes. And now my colleagues at the Supreme Court, Judge Laura Stith and Judge Patty Breckenridge, are my special sisters. And from sharing lipstick to our mutual passion of mentoring young women, they have greatly influenced my life. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge two longstanding brothers on the court, both of the Court of Appeals and the Supreme Court, Judge Rick Teilman and Judge George Draper. I've shared a bench with those guys for longer than anyone else, and they're wonderful men. With our diverse backgrounds, they have made me a better judge and a better person. Another person I count on as a member of my extended family is the quintessential Woman of the Year, the woman to whom many of us owe so much, former Chief Justice Ann Covington, who is such a big cheerleader in encouraging women to become judges. She always said she just wanted more skirts on the bench. And so in the 1990s, more women than ever before applied to the nonpartisan court plan, which leveled the playing field, not only for women, but also from lawyers from outstate Missouri. And you've been like our godmother, because we all looked up to you so much. When faced with a difficult situation, I find myself asking, as I suspect many others do too, how would Anne handle this? Anne Covington was the perfect woman to become the first female Supreme Court judge. And because of her impeccable character, the door was open for all the rest of us. And this award has your name on it too. This award is not just about all of these people who have advised, steered, and corrected me along the way. It's also about the people that we all have inspired and whom we hope to continue to inspire. And one such person who has inspired me is Lauren Collins. I had no idea what impact that she would have on my life when we first met, back when I was working in St. Louis at the Court of Appeals, and she was in 10th grade. She was a participant in the Matthews Dickey's Boys and Girls Club. We were matched up because she knew back then that she wanted to be a lawyer someday. Lauren shadowed me at work, accompanied me to bar events around St. Louis, and we had a lot of fun together over the years, from going to the Fox Theater to watching Cardinal baseball to shopping for prom dresses. But I've learned so much from Lauren, probably more than she's ever learned from me. From her, I learned what it was like to be a desegregation student, being bused from kindergarten through 12th grade. What it was like to have her dad pulled over by the police for driving while black. What it was like to have to work so hard against obstacles in her path, and she achieved success along the way despite all that. And she's had many, many successes. She was the first person in her family to attend law school, and much to the surprise of her baby brother, who said at the time he didn't realize that black people could go to law school. During her 2L year at the University of Missouri, Missouri Lawyers Weekly named her one of the Leaders of Tomorrow as part of its 2012 Women Justice Awards. And she graduated from Mizzou Law School just last year and has already won her first jury trial for the Circuit Attorney's Office here in St. Louis. Lauren, I'm proud of you, and I'm excited to see what your future has in store for you. And this award has your name on it too. Each of us can think of someone who opened the door for us. But each one of us remember that there's always someone right behind us, coming up in the ranks, perhaps in whose heels we once walked. Passing on the lessons to them that we've learned, and the mistakes we've made, as well as the decisions that we've made that have been fruitful, can benefit those who someday will take our seats in our corner offices, in our boardroom, and on the bench. Perhaps it's easy to go through life without helping others, and I think that would be a very unfulfilled adventure, because everyone in this room has been given much: keen minds, a passion for the law, and much success. So everyone has a responsibility to share those talents and successes. One of my favorite sayings is, "To whom much has been given, much is required." And whether you're a man or a woman, all of us can and should mentor. Helping others makes us feel the happiest, and we should all share in that opportunity. So I challenge all of you, no matter your age or your station in life, help others to achieve all they can. Through mentoring, friendships, or business relationships, you can make a difference in the lives of others, and you already are making the difference. I would be remiss not to mention that we should be interested in helping not just lawyers and young people hoping to find their way in the world, but we should also be interested in helping people who, because of limited financial means, language differences, or other barriers, who are unable to access legal services. We should remember the oath that we took upon admission to the bar. when we promise to practice law to the best of our knowledge and ability and with consideration for the defenseless and oppressed. To those of you who offer your services to help those in need, thank you. The effort you exert is small in comparison with the huge impact that you make on someone else's life. Thank you, Missouri Lawyers Weekly, for honoring all these amazing women here tonight. I congratulate all of you that were award winners, for all the differences that you're making. You inspire me. I'm quite honored to be in your company, and I look forward to celebrating the many, many more women that are going to be honored by this award in the future. Thank you.